cost of the part. I mean the cost of the product.
Yeah.
To compensate
So
to compensate for the cost of doing business. It's
yeah.
wild.
So then I think that vendors will start to accept Bitcoin. So if you'll go into a shop and you'll want to pay in cash, and they won't allow you to pay in cash, they'll be like, we only accept Bitcoin or some form of cryptocurrency. So um, that's what I think the future holds for it, and I think it's going in the right direction. I was on a couple of shows where someone Instagrammed me on my messages and asked me to join their show yesterday, because there was a guy trying to talk about crypto negatively and how they were doing all this stuff. So I went in there and the guy said, well, all it is just a document, a contract that's written that says you owe this person this money. And I said, well, it's actually not. The difference is it's a digital asset. And I think people who don't understand it are always afraid of things that they don't understand.
Yes, I
But
agree.
it's the same as electric cars. If you talked about electric cars 5 years ago or 6 years ago, people would have laughed. But now look, everyone's driving Teslas.
Right.
So I don't think it's I think it's something that will catch on as the time goes on. Like I always say, less than around 1% to 2% of the population know what Bitcoin is. But countries such as Nigeria and Africa are picking up on cryptocurrency because already the money over there is worth nothing. So they're turning to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency to do exchanges because it holds its value. Whereas money over there is not really nothing, but the government don't like that. So the government are trying to get it stopped in Nigeria. I know they're trying to get cryptocurrency banned, but it's unfortunately there's no physical way to do it. But you've got a country in Africa called Acorn, the rapper. He's started the world's first cryptocurrency city. He's building it, and
Wow.
he's made his own coin called Acorn coin, and that will be the money for that city. It's the first crypto city that there is. You guys should go and check that out on YouTube. It's a crazy city. It's going to have everything like a normal city, but it'll be run just on crypto, which is crazy. So if that happens, and he shows that you can use it on a day to day, I think the world will take notice and it will become more mainstream. I don't think money will disappear because the government won't allow it to, but I just think people will choose to take control of their finances rather than
Right.
letting the banks continue to deal with it. Because
Right.
you know, right now, people are saying, "Oh, we put our money in gold and all of this sort of stuff,"
Yeah.
which is all good as well. So everyone should always do what they enjoy to do. If they don't enjoy crypto or they don't understand it, I'd suggest not investing in it. If you're not researching, but if you've heard someone say crypto is going to make you rich, don't go into crypto for that reason. Try and go into it because you understand what it is. So when I first started in crypto, no one knew what Bitcoin was. And when I'm talking, only I'd say a handful of people knew. But what happened was, and they were gamers, like, you know, we would do online gaming, so those sorts of people would know what it was. But when I started putting money into it, and I was telling people about it, I was trying to spread the word back then as well. I said, this thing is going to be massive. Everyone said, no, there's no way it's going to happen. It's going to stay. It's not, you're crazy. You're going to lose your money. And I thought to myself, okay, I won't speak about it anymore. And no word of a lie, 4 years ago, those same people came to me and said to me, teach us about crypto and we want to get into it as well. Because once people start seeing the rewards from something,
Yeah.
then they're interested. They're
Right.
not interested.
Right. Oh man, I totally understand. It's like unfortunate, but unfortunate people wait for the burning bush. They wait for the
Yeah,
burning bush. Like they did the same thing with shit in the story of the Bible when Jesus came. Jesus was trying to help
yeah,
them. It was like, look, man, we don't believe in
yeah.
this
But
shit that you're talking about. So we're we don't see anything. We need some proof. And like you said, proof has been before us the entire time, and we just haven't seized the opportunity that's been there, that is presented to
There's
us.
nothing, there's nothing wrong with it. So, I mentioned Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then I mentioned two, because everyone was asking me, can you give us two coins that are good and safe? So I said Cardano and Engine Coin. Both those coins, one of them has tripled in value, one of them has quadrupled in value in the
Wow.
last 3 weeks, because I researched it and I looked at what was happening and I read the white paper, which we'll talk about in a bit, and I understood it. But if you think that you're going to buy a cryptocurrency that's at a low, really low price, go to sleep. For example, this Dogecoin, if you think that coin's going to go to the moon, forget about it. It's never ever going to happen. Like it's about being sensible with your money. It is so hard to earn $10 or £10 these days. You've got to make sure that you only invest in things that are safe. Don't get me wrong, cryptos are risky, but I try to take the risk out of it and try and help people where I see things they don't see, and I don't just say to someone, right, go and invest in this Cardano coin.
Right.
What I will do is I will say, invest in this coin because this is the reason A, B, C, D, E. This is the time frame. This is what's happening. So I back up why I'm doing it. Where other people will just pick a coin at random and just start hyping up the coin like it's the next big thing because they've been paid to do it on a YouTube channel or they're being paid for referral codes, etc. So that's why you've got to be very, very careful, guys. There's a lot of people that just want you to get into a coin and they don't care whether it goes up or down because they're getting paid either way by the coin company. So,
Yeah, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And also, just to let you all know, you can catch this podcast. I am running it live this morning on YouTube, so you can see my morning face. You can see my morning face with the pie crust in my eyes still. No, I don't have pie crust in my eyes, but you can see that morning face with no glasses, ladies and gentlemen, right here. It's the Morning Buzz with your boy Frank Lewis and the one and only Bitcoin boxer, man. Y'all keep it locked right here on stereo. This is where it's at in the morning. It's the Morning Buzz. Oh, we got some messages. Let's go to these messages real quick. Bitcoin.
go
You
for it.
guys are sitting in with Frank Lewis, the ambassador of love, and Bitcoin Boxer, the ambassador of cryptocurrency. If you got any questions about love or cryptocurrency, you've came to the right place. Go ahead and kick back and ask some questions. Whole lot of love and advice about crypto to give.
Ask away. That's right.
Yeah,
Stellar Base A-Coin can now be used to pay for groceries and gas in Kenyan City.
yeah,
In its first step towards a futuristic Akon City, Acoin, the cryptocurrency business that chaired by global artist Akon, can now be used to pay for goods and services in the West Kenyan city. The post-stellar based Acoin can now be used to pay for groceries in Kenya. Question about that: is Stellar going to be a coin to?
what Akon is doing is amazing, but you got to remember it's a city in Kenya. So, with regards to getting it up and running and getting it fully using when I'm talking like big businesses and things like that. The coin's only 45 cents, so I don't think at the moment it's not a good investment because if you're going to do it, it'll be a very long-term investment. It will go up over time, but it won't go to any crazy amount because Acorn hasn't done it for the sake of the coin to go up. He's doing it to prove the fact that crypto can be used in day-to-day life. So it is, and it's based on Stellar. Stellar's an alright coin, but if you want to invest in it, there's nothing wrong with it. But I don't think it'll give you a good enough return, such as things like Bitcoin, Cardano, and all these coins. And that's the thing that people want to see. And that's why I don't recommend these coins because when people don't see big returns or like returns on the regular, they begin to think that they could have done more with their money.
Right.
So, like, for
Yeah.
example, I know Cardano will give you a 10x by the end of the year because I think you'll be at around $10. So that will help people because they say when people have a bad experience, they tell 10 to 20 people. If people have a good experience, they only tell 5 people. So that's why I don't recommend those coins. But what Acorn is doing is absolutely amazing. And I said that, and I think it's going to be brilliant for crypto. And I think the world will begin to take notice after the cryptocurrency is there. But right now, there's people that are just scared of it because they just don't understand it. But once people begin to take notice, and if you notice, Bitcoin is talked more about in the mainstream. There's Bitcoin posters on bus stops. I don't know, you have them in the United States, I guess. So yeah, all over the UK, Bitcoin's everywhere and cash machines everywhere. There's certain shops, they've got the Bitcoin sign in the window saying they accept Bitcoin because they realise that they can save themselves money by vendors can save by not having to pay fees. It's just such a cool and amazing thing, and I just think you just got to research, do your own research, guys, and you'll understand. Watch a documentary. Here you go. For your first step, go to YouTube and watch a documentary called Banking on Bitcoin, and it explains the whole journey from beginning to 2018 about Bitcoin, and then you'll really understand what the benefits of it are with regards to third world countries sending money abroad. I can send money to anywhere in the world within 2 seconds.
With
Like, if
Bitcoin.
you try and do, yeah, with Bitcoin, if you try and do that with someone else, you've got charges, you've got all this stuff.
Yep.
With
Damn.
Bitcoin,
International
you,
charges.
yeah. So you can send it as quick as like clicking your fingers, and that's it. It's done.
Wow. Yep. Oh shit.
Let's pop this.
So last night on my show, we had somebody who was very anti-crypto, but they said they invested in blockchain technology, which was an IPO that was mining Bitcoin, which has recently crashed. So what would you say about people that want to invest in the stock surrounding the crypto rather than the crypto?
Oh, that's a good
Okay,
question.
so yeah, that's a very good question. So if you're mining, if you're investing in cloud mining companies or mining companies, some of them are good, but you've got to understand how long they've been around for, what their plans are. So some of these companies, what they do is they say to you, we're going to be mining a low value coin, or some of them, they aim for low value coins, hoping that the price of the coin is going to go up. But it doesn't always go up. It stays where it is. And what happens is the returns you get aren't aren't as good. But what these companies do, they charge like an admin fee for when you invest. So part of your money is going to the owner. So it's about making sure that you're investing in the right ones. There's loads of good Bitcoining mining companies out there that are looking for investors where you invest and they break it down for you and they say to you, right, we're going to give you if Bitcoin goes up a certain price, we're going to give you 10% of that value. Those sorts of companies are good at investing, are good to invest in. But there's, because mining, everyone is jumping on the bandwagon, and now companies have just started things up where they don't actually own the miners. What they do is they're using other people's computers to mine crypto. So
Mm.
that's where you got to be careful with because there are people out there that just want to take your money. Me personally, I wouldn't ever invest in mining companies because if you're interested in mining, you can learn about it yourself. And I recommend the way to do that is by downloading an app called B Network, and that is a mining app that you can actually mine a cryptocurrency on your phone. It's free to do, and what happens there is when you mine it, you get every day you get a certain amount of B coins, and over the period of 3 years, it will be worth a certain amount of money, and you'll be able to use it. And if you're interested in mining Bitcoin, I wouldn't recommend it because the amount of electricity it will take is a crazy amount because right now there's so many people out there mining Bitcoin. If you want to check it out, you can check out mining farms on YouTube or Google it, and you'll see people have big like warehouses full of miners which are in Iceland. And the reason everyone has them in Iceland is, so I'm going to tell you this now. If I used to mine from my house, and I had 3 ant miners, and my wife told me, get rid of the miners or you get out. And the reason she said that is, them things are so noisy because you have to have fans to keep them cool, and they make a lot of noise. And you need to have cold temperatures to keep it cool because the graphic cards and everything get really, really hot. So, and that's why people choose cold countries to have them in. And you've got now China have gone to Iran and they're using Iran's sun, so they're using solar power to do mining in Iran. So personally, investing in the companies, I don't think, I personally wouldn't recommend it. People do it, but it's a risky business because those companies aren't established enough for me to recommend them because it's quite a new thing. So I'd be very careful when investing in that myself. So there's nothing wrong with it. So before someone says, "Oh, he's anti-mine," there's nothing wrong with it. But I don't recommend anything until I fully understand it and I believe it's safe.
Awesome. So, in your story about Bitcoin, I don't think people really understand your story, Bitcoin, like how you got invested, like just so for the people who just came in, who really don't know who you are and why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Why don't you start, if you don't mind, starting that all over for us? Let them know. Let the
Okay.
people know.
Cool. So I've been in crypto for just over 10 years. And I started out in 2010. Someone sent me some Bitcoin, 40 Bitcoins, and I didn't even know what they were. And it was on a gaming site. We were playing a game and they sent it across and I was like, okay, cool. And I thought, oh, I don't know. And I just thought they were like little toys. So I just
Hmm.
left them. And then in 2011, late 2011, there were 2 twin brothers called the Winklevoss brothers. If
Yes.
you know who they are, they're the people that invented Facebook. It was called Harvard EU, but Mark Zuckerberg copied their idea and they took him to court and he paid them an undisclosed amount, roughly around 700 million. And they put some money into Bitcoin. And it was on CNBC, and I still remember the morning I saw it. I was getting ready because I was a retail manager, and I got up in the morning. It was like 6 o'clock, and I had CNBC was on. I wasn't intentionally going to watch it because I wasn't even interested in stocks or anything back then. And I heard the name Bitcoin mentioned, and I was like, okay, cool. So I sat down, I watched it, had a cup of coffee, and I was like, okay, this is cool. So I started doing a little bit of research and I thought, okay, this sounds good. I think it's got potential. Right, what am I going to do? So I used to be like, at the time I was just boxing. So I used to box a lot
Hmm.
and I said to myself, right, I need to do something. Let me just take the risk. I'm going to put £100 into it a month. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop eating takeaways because I was putting on a bit of weight because I was just
Yeah.
about to stop boxing. So
Uh,
I said I'm going to put $100 into it a month and I'm just going to stick with it and see what happens. So I started putting $100 into Bitcoin when it was at like $30, $50. The lowest I think I ever bought it at was like $25.
wow.
And I just kept buying every month.
Wow.
On my payday, I set up an auto buy function on CoinGecko because back then there was only one exchange. So I just started buying it, buying it, buying it, buying it, and every month. And to this day, I've never missed a month.
Wow.
Even now, I still buy £100 worth of it. And in 2017, the price went up, and I sold. I think it was roughly around 60 bitcoins, and I bought my mum and dad a house. I bought my brother a house, I bought my sister a house, I bought my house, and I started some businesses, and I still hold loads of bitcoins. And then what I do is I travel around the UK because I'm in the UK. I was one of the probably the first ever people to invest in it. So I travel around the UK just educating people on what cryptocurrency is and the best ways to get into it without being risky. Because the thing I like to do is, and I know people will say, why does this guy do it for? He doesn't make anything. Because I do it because I think if I can help my family, and I just remember the look on my mum and dad's face when I gave them the house and I gave him some money so that my dad could stop working. Because I said to him that my dad had us quite young, so he brought us up, he studied, he worked his way up and he provided for us. So I thought I'd give back to him so that he could stop working and him and my mum could enjoy some time together. Because I think we all work till we're 65 and we don't have that time at the end to
Yes.
have a good life. And that's why listen, it doesn't affect me, guys, if you invest or you don't invest. But if you want to change your future, you need to start today because everyone will wait. Everyone will wait until that time comes and they will turn around and say, oh, I wish I had done it, or it's too late now, there's no point doing it now. Well, it's not. You can start now. And trust me, you can change your family's future too. And it's easy to do. Like, everyone says to me, oh, it's so hard to get a coin. No, it's not. You download an app called Coinbase. You go on the app. You register, takes a day or so, and then you purchase your Bitcoin. You add your bank details and you purchase your Bitcoin. And people say, well, it's asking me for a picture of my driving license. Well, it's going to because it's like it doesn't want to have money laundering. So, because it doesn't want it. And if you guys know the story of Bitcoin, the first time people started taking notice of it was because of a company exchange called Silk Road. I don't know if you've heard of that, Frank. I'm sure you
Uh-uh.
have. It's like it was like on the dark web where you could
Oh,
go and purchase drugs and things like that. But it's not about that. It's about that was the time that people realized that Bitcoin could be used as a currency. And I've helped my friends out. My friends came to me 4 years ago, and this is the story I told them, and I'll tell you the same thing. I said to them, how many takeaways do you eat in a month? They said around 5 or 6. And if you guys turn around and say, we don't do that, go look at your DoorDash account, your Just Eat account, and you'll see that people do spend a lot on takeaways. Just cut down a couple of takeaways, have a pizza from the freezer, and invest that money into Bitcoin. I'm not telling you to go and remortgage your houses and put all your money into it. Just put 10, 20, $100, whatever you can afford a month, and build it up. And within the next 5 to 10 years, you will be very, very wealthy. Like, very wealthy. Because if the price predictions come true, you will make yourselves a lot of money and you'll change your future, your kids' future, and it's just time. But do your research on it and do it. But don't try and be greedy and think that you're going to buy a coin and go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning and be a millionaire, because that just isn't going to happen, I'm afraid. Think of it every time you're putting money into Bitcoin. Think of it like you're just adding another brick. They say Rome wasn't built in one day. Your wealth is the same. Build it up over time so it's sustained. And don't listen to people who tell you, yeah, let's trade this, buy low, sell high, all of that. The people who do that buy low, sell high, as again, I say super high man, but I've been on quite a few shows with him. He'll tell you, I was trying to explain to a gentleman, don't do that, you're going to lose your money. He told me I didn't know what I was talking about. And then the next morning he was on the show and he came on and said, actually, you're absolutely right and I'm going to stop trading, because he went to sleep at night and the price fell and his position got liquidated and he lost his money. So that's what I mean by trading. So what I'm teaching you is actually buying and owning the digital asset so that your money builds up over time. Because trust me, if it's easy as what these people try and tell you. So you go onto YouTube and you hear about day traders and all of that. But what they don't show you is how much money they lost. They're always showing you how much money they've made. And trust me, I'm not perfect. I try to trade. And that's why I'm telling you not to do it, because I have lost money doing it. So that's what it is, and that's why I do understand what crypto is. So there's coins like Ethereum that started off so low. So I saw them grow and how they turned into what they did, and that's why I believe in crypto. And I know that there's 80% of all these coins are scams, and 20% are good. And some of them, people will talk and they say to me, "Oh, you only talk about four coins." Yes, I do, because those are the coins I believe are stable. So the coins are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and Engine Coin. So the reason Engine Coin, I tell people, is it's the first gaming coin to be centralized in Japan and China, and it will be used on all the gaming platforms in Japan and China. That's why I know the price will go up, because it hasn't happened yet. So when it starts being used on all those sites, the
Right.
price of it will rocket. And Japan and China are two massive nations. So it ain't going to be. It's definitely going to be big. And Cardano is just an amazing coin. And if you're ever interested, or someone tells you about a coin and says, "This is what I don't like," when people say Dogecoin to the moon, for example, and you must have heard it. Everyone says it, but ask them why it's going to go to the moon, and they can't answer it because they're just following what the sheep are doing. So it's about do your own thing. Don't follow what other people do. Do your own research and invest in things that you like, you yourself. Because if you're just doing something because someone else is doing it, it ain't the right way to go about it. It just isn't. But I will only teach you what I think is the safest way for you to do it, because I don't want you to lose money. You don't have to believe me, but I really don't want you to lose money. It doesn't benefit me. And if I can change people's lives and I can help them to make money and do something cool with it, then I will do.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. I mean, that's what it's about, though, man. We got to help one another. And, I really appreciate you taking the opportunity to do what you're doing, man. You're certainly, hey, you want to hear something funny? All right. So, you're clearly an ambassador of love. You're AOL. And yesterday, I told everybody they were EOLs on the show, and nobody caught that shit. Oh shit! I just told on myself. Yo, if you listened to the show yesterday, I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday, I was like, "Oh yes, we were talking about ambassadors of love," and I was like, that's right, Soup. Call them EOLs. We're gonna call them EOLs." I misspelled ambassador.
so,
Oh
so
shit!
what I've started to do is, as well, if you guys want to, in my bio, there's a link there for a YouTube channel. It's called Bitcoin Music. So it's the first ever crypto rewarding music channel and label in the world.
Oh wow!
And when the channel's monetized, I'll be rewarding all the up and coming artists on there with crypto. And what I've done is I've combined my two loves, so cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. So far, I've uploaded 5 lessons on there. The first lesson is what is crypto. The second lesson is how to avoid crypto scams. Lesson 3 is my top uh, picks for crypto and why. And the fifth lesson is how to research cryptocurrency and the best platforms to use. So if you're interested in crypto, go check out that YouTube channel. And I'm telling you, the music on there is fantastic. Some of these artists are really, really good. I mean,
Really
really
good.
good. And you guys will really begin to enjoy that channel. And I upload new artists every single day. So it's not like a month. So every day you'll hear someone brand new, and someone you've never heard before. And there's some really good songs on there. Like there's guitarists, there's love songs, there's something for everybody. So and it's going to be music. I've got a couple of rappers from Dubai who I'll be featuring on there as well, who'll be rapping in Arabic. There's American rappers, English rappers, there's English singers, there's loads of different types. So there's something for everybody. The link is in my bio. And go check it out. And also, I'll teach you all you need to know about crypto on there as well.
There you have
And
it,
it's
guys.
free.
And
And
it's
it's free.
free. And it's free. Oh, we got messages. Let's go through these messages.
All right, on stereo. I just tuned into the show, The Morning Buzz with Frank Lewis. And what does that say? Bitcoin Boxer?
Yeah.
Positive vibes. The news is answer. You got the news? The news is network. Love hard network. That's how love shorties like it. That's how I network. That's how my love work. Damn, man, I'm about to stick it in till her legs hurt. Yeah. Then I'm gonna do my homework. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Word. Good to do your homework.
What do you think about Max Kaiser and Stacey Weber saying on the Orange Pill Bitcoin podcast saying that alts are shitcoins? The only real one that's not a scam.
So, to those people who say that, ask them why. Just ask them why. That's all I can say. I'm tired of arguing with these people about why they think it's a scam. They don't even understand what. Just ask them to tell you why it's a scam, or if you think it's a scam, just say why it is, and I'll debate it with you. But I don't think you'll be able to tell me why it's a scam, because it isn't a scam. But I'm happy to debate it. If you can give me some reasoning behind your thoughts or your friend's thoughts, I'll be more than happy to prove you wrong. But I'm sure you won't have anything to say with that.
Oh well, we got some more. We got some more messages. Let's take a look and see what they got to say.
So Bitcoin, I use the Pi mining service, which I've been joining pages and getting to know more of the people in the Pi network. They have something that's kind of like Amazon within their own network, where people that sell things on Amazon or buy things on Amazon, they sell it on this network where you can use Pi at $100 a Pi to purchase things. And it seems to be that people have been doing it for over a year and a half now, and most of the people have over 90% referral ratings on there. Do you think it would be good to participate in purchasing things this way? Is it safe? Is it illegal because you're like evading taxes on purchases? What do you think?
I think there's nothing wrong with it, but if you know what Pi is, I'd suggest getting into B now. So B is similar to Pi, but it's at stage 1. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with what Pi's doing, but I wouldn't recommend buying Pi coin because it's already been through all the mining on the phones and everything. B is like a better version of Pi, but it's at the early stages, like really, really early stages. And if you download the app, you can't get into the app unless you're referred by a person. So what I'd recommend is, because I don't give referral codes out and anything like that, so the referral code to use to get into B Network is Super Highman 420. Super Highman 420. And you can start mining B today within like a minute. And you don't have to do anything. Your phone does all the work. And just build up your Pi over the next 2 to 3 years, because it's a 2 to 3 year plan. And at the end of the 3 year, you'll have so many thousand Pi, and you'll be able to use them to purchase things on a site, etc. Because their roadmap's really exciting. So for beginners, I'd recommend that coin because it's free to download the app. Just put in Super Highman as a 420 as a referral code, and you can start to use the app. So I'd recommend B. I think what Pi's done is fantastic, but it's at the end now. But B Network is the one to be in. So that's the one I would recommend.
Awesome. This is good questions. Super always got good questions. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually haven't had a chance to talk to Frank Lewis about this yet, but I do want to get Frank Lewis on my B network and on my Pi network. Both are super high band 420. But yeah, I think that the cloud mining is pretty awesome. You're not going to become a millionaire, but I mean, these coins will be worth, a couple dimes and nickels, and it's worth it at that point, I believe.
Yep,
Definitely.
he's absolutely right.
It's an investment. It's an investment. What's the definition of investment?
Okay.
Bitcoin boxer. Brother, Bitcoin boxer, do you rate Joe Calzaghe in the top 10 greatest of all time boxers?
You won't believe this, but I watched every single one of his fights, and I think he was an amazing fighter, an absolutely amazing fighter, and he's in my top 5.
Who's that?
He's my top 5. Joe Calzaghe.
Oh, Joe Calzaghe. Okay.
Yeah, he's a Welsh guy. He's the middleweight. He's a super cool guy, and he was an amazing boxer. I just loved his skill. He just kept going forward, and he pressured everyone crazy amounts. But yeah, Joe Calzaghe's in my top 5, not my top 10, my top 5.
Who's your top? Who's your top 10? I'm curious because you've been in boxing for a long time. Who's your
So
top 10?
okay, so you'll realise if you're talking about all time or current boxers, right?
Right.
Because they're a different breed. Because back in the day, the rules, even though there were rules, the referees were more lenient with regards to how fights went. So Mike Tyson could get away with his little thing, because if you look at the boxing from back in the day, people would use a bit of headbutts and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But boxing has become a bit softer. So right now, these are my favourite boxers. People will say, I bet he's going to say Anthony Joshua. Well, I tell you what, I like Anthony. As a person, as a boxer, but he's just the front man for the media. He acts for the media. He's not real. So if you ever listen to him,
Yeah.
even though he's a good boxer, I don't like him because he acts. He doesn't speak because that's not how he speaks. He's from a town near me, and the people he grew up with, they all say that's not him. He was a street guy selling weed and doing all that stuff, and he speaks street, but he's been educated by his promoters to speak. So that's why he doesn't feature in my top 10. So my top boxer at the moment is a guy called Tyson Fury,
Oh,
which
okay.
which is he's my top boxer. The reason I like him is he reminds me of Muhammad Ali, how he used to fight, and how he's unorthodox, and he plays mind games with his opponents and destroys them before they even get in the ring. The second guy down, and people won't say this, is there's a lady boxer, and her name is Sean, and I like her a lot because I think women's boxing, people don't follow it because they think, oh, women can't fight. Trust me, if you got her in the ring with that woman, she would destroy you and make your body leave your soul. I'm telling you that
Damn.
right now. She's got some power. And you've got Clarissa Shields in America. She's another lady boxer that I really like because I think she's just like, no one can touch her. She's just so quick, and the skill she's got is better than some of the men boxers that I see. And then as you go down, and one thing I think is as you go down the list, so those are the two women and Tyson Fury, because I think those two are like an inspiration to other women to show that if you're a woman, it doesn't mean you can't do anything a man can't do. And I know sometimes people think that and they talk about it, but I think in the boxing game, they're making boxing for women become more mainstream, which I think is fantastic because it's drawing more people to boxing as a whole. Because if you look back when Mike Tyson and that were around, boxing was popular and then it faded out a little bit and then now it's coming back where people are watching it because everyone wants to see someone get knocked out. Then my next favorite boxer is Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican
Oh
boxer.
yeah, yeah. I used to keep up with him. He
Yeah,
is definitely. He was definitely. I thought was like the next. Shit, I thought he was like the next Floyd Mayweather. I thought he would knock Floyd Mayweather out. But
but is a brilliant defensive boxer.
yes, that's what I
He
think.
Yeah, he's not a attacking boxer, but he could just make you quit because you can't get him. He's just he's too slick.
Right.
So he's at number 5, and then after that you've got Manny Pacquiao. He's the fastest boxer I've ever seen, and he's got the quickest hands. Go watch a YouTube video of how many punches he can throw in a minute, and you'll see how quick that guy is, and his skill is very good. And then there's up and coming boxers. So if you know who Nigel Benn is, he's got a son called Conor Benn, who's also very good. And then towards the bottom end, you've got Prince Naz, which is Prince Nassim Hamid. If you ever remember him, he was the guy that used to somersault into the ring, and he always used to put on a show and was very entertaining. But he was a boxer that you couldn't hit. So he could make angles out of things that was absolutely amazing. And then the other three are Joe. There's a guy called Billy Saunders. He's like a traveller, but he's got really good skill. So I don't look for the names or like the popular people. I look for the people who've actually got a lot of skill, and that's where I'm at.
Wow.
So,
Yo, I looked
and
it up.
I'll tell you
What
something.
you said, Bitcoin. Manny Pacquiao rips 100 punches in 10 seconds.
There you go.
Hand speed under ring. Hold on, I want to see this. Holy shit. Damn. Wow. 100 punches in 10 seconds. That's a whole lot of punching.
Yep. And let me tell you a story. If you're thinking about getting into boxing, I'll tell you a story. The first fight I ever had, I was so worried when I got in the ring. But once you get over that first fight, it becomes a lot easier. So the first fight, if you are coming up to your first fight and you're nervous, there's nothing wrong with that because everyone is nervous. But once you overcome that fight, you'll win. And don't worry if you lose a fight, don't quit. Because many world champions have lost fights, but it's how strong you come back.
Oh, you come
And
back. Right.
how you bounce back and you win and you come back and you win and you do things. So I had 111 amateur fights and I lost 20, I think it was just over 20 of them. And I'll tell you where the toughest people are fought in many countries. The toughest fighters are from Scotland and the Ukraine. They're the two places which I would recommend not fighting anybody because them people, their skin is made out of something else, and punches don't hurt them. I don't know why, but I would recommend staying away from there if you're a beginner. I think the Scottish are just mad. They're just mad people. I remember there was a guy I was fighting with him, and I was giving him my best shots, and he was laughing at me. And he won the mind battle as well. And yeah, he achieved something in boxing, and I don't regret it. But I just wish I'd got out a little bit earlier, because towards the end I lost a few of my fights because I wasn't as motivated because I was more worried about my health than actually winning. So I think as you get older, you worry more about your health. When you're young, you're fearless.
Right. Then opposed to now you're older, you're like, now you're more careful.
Yeah, I am. And especially partly the reason was because I got into Bitcoin and I thought, what's the point of having all this money if you can't spend it? That's why I wanted to stay away from. I wanted to stay away from that, but yeah, it was good. Boxing is good for keeping fit and doing all that sort of stuff, and I think it is part of my life. 10 years is a long time doing it, and I did enjoy it, and I don't regret stopping. I think I had my time, I had my fun, and if you're getting into it, it's an amazing sport, but it's not for everybody. So just be careful, because people only see the good side of it. What you don't understand is that what happens after the match finishes and your hands are aching for days because of all the punches you've thrown, your shoulders hurt and things like that, and your missus has to look after you. And I think it was hardest for my wife because she was a person who was there when I was recovering and helping me recover and things like that. So that was quite good, because I had my eye socket was dislocated. My eye came out of my eye socket, and I had to have surgery and stuff like that. So it is a hard sport, but if you get into it and you train properly, it's good for you. But just be prepared that there is a different side to it. It's not just all about becoming rich and making money out of it. It's about understanding what you have to go through and put your body through to become a champion. That's why when I look at boxers, I always give them enough respect. I don't care if they win or lose. If you're brave enough to get in that ring and do something, it's an amazing thing, because it's a dangerous sport. One wrong punch and it can be all over.
Yo, I'm watching Manny Pacquiao and Thurman, and Manny knocked him out in the first round, knocked him down in the
Yeah.
first round.
Thurman, I think Thurman's more of a show boxer. He's good at talking.
It's clearly he was a show boxer, because Manny Pacquiao comes in for he just there for business, man. He about that action. And how old is Manny Pacquiao now?
Just over 40.
What? Wow.
So there's another guy in America you've got, who I think's an amazing talent. His name is Gervonta Davis. Do you know who that is?
What's his name?
Gervonta Davis.
Gervonta Davis?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can look him up. Gervonta Davis. Oh, wait a minute. Where's Gervonta from? Is he from New Jersey?
Yeah, he is. So he's under Floyd Mayweather's promotions.
Oh, this kid is nasty. I've seen him.
Yeah.
He is fucking nasty, bro.
If you watched his last fight against Santa Cruz, that hook, he made Santa Cruz is a world-class boxer, and he made him look amateurish. And see how you sum him up.
Shit, look at this kid, man. What?
And then, if you guys follow boxing, you'll know there's one guy, his name was Andy Ruiz. He's a Mexican heavyweight boxer, and he went into a fight because baby Jarrell Miller dropped out because of drugs against Anthony Joshua, and he won his first fight, and he knocked Anthony Joshua out, and he became the first heavyweight Mexican champion of the world. And he had a perfect opportunity to do something good with himself and move on and that, but he chose to go down the wrong way, have parties and do all this crazy stuff. And then when the rematch came around, it was just nonsense. Joshua schooled him, won his belts back, and now nobody's interested in him. So that just shows you, even when you win something, be humble. And it's a similar with money. When you make money, be humble. Don't let it change you. You don't need to go out there. I've been there, right? So let me tell you. So when I first made my money in Bitcoin, I went and bought myself a Bentley Continental GT. And I was like, cool. I got a nice car. I was young. I was thinking, I'm loaded, all of that. It was all good. Everyone was like, oh, that's a nice motor. But then I began to realize in time that the car doesn't matter. And to be honest, as you get older, you'll begin to realize that it doesn't matter if you're sitting in a Ferrari, a Porsche, or just a nice vehicle. It's about what you do with the money and what you do with the fame and what you do with it that helps people. And that's why I'm trying to give back now. So I do a lot of work within my local community. I go out. I've got a couple of businesses. I donated, well, I bought a boxing ring for the community centre so kids can go there. So we got a lot of knife crime here in the UK. So I try and help with things like that. So you'll realise once you have money, it'll change you. For some people, it'll change them for the worse. But for some people, it will do good for them and it will help them to do good things within their community. That's why I hope and that's why I try to inspire people.
Right. Well, that's what it's all about, man. It's about, each one teach one. It's not about holding that. To me, I'm with you, Bitcoin. It's not about keeping that wealth to yourself because it's about spreading the wealth. And when you
Yeah.
spread the wealth, the universe has a way of giving it right back to you, man. Right back with no expectations. If you do it without any expectations, I promise you.
So I'll tell you a story. This is a true story, and I've never told anyone on this show. I'm not going to mention the lady's name. So my neighbour, her husband used to hit her, and she always used to come to my house when I used to come home. She was friends with my wife, and she used to sit there, and she was bruised, and she used to cry and all of that. And I spoke to her husband politely and said, like, look, it's not nice to hit women, all of that. And he was like, he tried to fight with me at the time, and like, I wasn't interested in fighting. I like it in the ring, but outside the ring, I don't like it. So with this lady, I wanted to help her. So, and this is the true story what I did. And I got her involved in Bitcoin 5 years ago, right? And I told her, just put a little bit in there, and I showed her how to do it, and I guided her throughout the time. No word of a lie now, that lady is so much stronger because she's financially secure. She's got a couple of businesses
That's what's up.
where she sells weaves.
Awesome.
Do you know weaves? Weaves for hair.
Yeah, weaves. Yeah,
She was interested in it, so she made the money from Bitcoin, but then she asked me to help her because she didn't understand business. So I helped her set up a weave couple of shops with importing weaves and that. And she's got a good business now. And I like her because when she comes to the house, she's a much better, confident person. And I know I did something to change her life, which is all I want to do now. And that's what I'm trying to do on this platform is even if I can just inspire one person to change their life. That's all I want to do. I just want to help people, and I hope that comes across, guys. I don't say it because I'm gaining anything from it. I'm saying it because I just want to try and help you, and it's up to you whether you listen or not. But I'll just keep preaching. That's what I'll do.
It's actually what you're doing. I call it reconditioning. You're conditioning.
Reconditioning.
You're reconditioning. Because right now, everyone has learned something, right? We've learned something, all the shit that we've learned, we need to unlearn a lot of shit and relearn some good stuff, the good stuff. And what you're doing is, keep repeating. And I do the same thing. And Super does the same thing. We talk about loving hard. I mean, that's the only thing you hear from me is loving hard. Like, talk about people being gods and goddesses and continuing. It's the same story. It's the same story. And it's not going to change because it's the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And that's the same thing with your story, Bitcoin. Like, you helping, it's the truth. It's not going to change. It's just going to be what it is. It's just, that's how it is, man. So I appreciate you. I really do, man.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to say it again. So I do stuff. So like, if you go check out the YouTube channel, it's called Bitcoin Music in my bio, and I help up and coming artists. So up and coming artists they don't understand how to make videos to go with their music and do all of that sort of things. So I help them get videos, make videos. I've got producers and I help them make their sound better. I give them beats, and because no one out there does that. So if you go check out the channel, it's in my bio. There's loads of cool artists on there. Subscribe to the channel and listen to it. There's about 15 different artists on there at the moment. We've been going for about 7-8 days now, and I've got loads of more songs to come. Every day I'll be uploading brand new music.
Was it
And
called
trust me when I say
Bitcoin? What's the YouTube
it's
called?
called Bitcoin Music. It's in my bio. There's a YouTube link for it.
Bitcoin Music, and it's the guy with the I'm in it right now. Is it Pump It Up? Bitcoin Pump It Up or
No, just Bitcoin Music. It's just called Bitcoin Music.
Bitcoin Music?
So there's a
53
song
songs.
on there
Is it
called
53 songs about Bitcoin?
No, it's not. The songs aren't about Bitcoin. So the songs are just normal songs
Right.
that you guys would listen to daily. There's rappers singing about just the normal stuff. There's love songs. There's people playing guitars and singing. There's music for every different type of person. And every day there's brand new artists on there. And we're just trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as quick as we can so that we can monetize the channel so that we can reward the artists with Bitcoin. And basically, that's what my aim is so that they can make some money. Whereas if they try and go it alone, the music industry is very, very hard. So I'm just trying to help. So I don't charge the artist. I just help them. And if you follow me, you'll know I've done loads of live streams where I've been editing live on stereo, and the amount of hours that I put into it to help these guys is a lot. So it would help me if you would just go to my bio page, click on the YouTube link, and just subscribe to the channel and listen to the music at your own leisure, and you won't be disappointed. The music is absolutely amazing. I'm not sure if Super High Man can do this for us, but Super High Man, I know you love the song Susie on there. If you could just play a little bit in the comments so people could hear like one of the songs, that'd be fantastic if you could do that.
All right, I'm
Because I know
trying to find you on YouTube. So I got Bitcoin Music, and then what picture? Which one is it? Because there's a lot of Bitcoin music.
it's got a picture of a music symbol and a thing. Hold on, we'll do this.
When I was researching last night, I come across two websites, capital.com and Digital Coin. Their forecast for Cardano were as follows. In 2022, it will be 188. In 23, it will be $2. 25, $2.94 in December. And the average in 2023 will be $2.16. Now, Digital Coin's forecasts were in 2022, it will be $2.28. In 23, it will be $2.55. In 2028, it will be $5.53 for the share price. Just to give you a bit of, give a bit of credibility to to Cardano, basically.
Yeah, thank you for that. It will go up. I think it'll be a little bit more than that, but people can predict it. But I think with the market as it is, I think those are conservative estimates. I think it'll be worth a bit more than that. But it's a good time to get into it. It's just over $1. It's the perfect time to get into it, and you can make a good return on it.
B, actually, I read that. B is literally a carbon copy of Pi. I read that a while ago, and now that you just mentioned it, I remember it. It's literally a carbon copy. It's almost like Apple and Samsung copying each other.
Yeah, it is, but like I said, B is at the early stages, whereas Pi's been around. So it's the best thing to get into is B rather than Pi. Pi's already had its time. So B Network is a very good. And if you're going to go download it, you'll need a referral code. Use Super Highman's code. It's Super Highman 420. And you'll need a code to get in there. I don't give referral codes, but I know Super Highman don't mind, so you can use his. It's Super Highman 420.
Just checking if my messages are coming through, because I've just tried to send the long one then.
Yeah, they're
I'm
coming
gonna
through.
call you now, and then sometimes the app can be wrong.
Okay.
I really appreciate your top 10 that you've given Bitcoin Boxer, and I rate Joe Calzaghe in the top 5 as well. And I actually put Mayweather out of the top 5, but you know who I do put in the top 5, and a lot of people not going to like me for this, but is George Foreman. And I think, you know, you were saying the rules were a lot relaxed back then, but in the fight that he fought with Ali, they loosened the ropes. He could hold on to the ropes. And I've always considered him a better puncher, His jaw was of iron. So yeah. Anyway, George Foreman's in my top 5.
I can't hate on George Foreman. He bought us the George Foreman grill. So I gotta say, I love my chicken, and George brought that grill into my life, and I love that guy. So I gotta love him. If you don't have a George Foreman grill, forget about it. Go and buy that grill from George Foreman. That guy's just minted, and
what he
that,
did for boxing, he made that grill.
yeah, he made that grill, and
That's
when
a
I was getting
knockout
into
right there. That was a
boxing,
TKO.
and that's what helped me to eat healthy food during my boxing career. So I agree with you there. He is the grill master. He is the grill master.
And he ain't got no motherfucking uppercut or no jab. He got a vicious grill.
Grill.
He's got a vicious
Grill.
panini.
Panini, yeah. So he's a good guy. He's done well.
Okay, sounds like somebody's ready to box this morning. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Bitcoin boxer, brother. I'd love to do a podcast with you. The only sport I follow, I don't follow football. I don't follow rugby, cricket, or anything like that. I only follow boxing, brother. And yeah, I'd love to pick your brain sometime.
Yeah.
Very clever.
So I just want to touch on that. Cricket. People think cricket is a boring sport. But it's not a boring sport if you play it. And I played cricket in my time when I was younger. And I went on a tour, I remember, around the West Indies, all the different islands that we're playing. And I gotta say, back in the day, West Indies cricket team was the craziest cricket team that ever existed, with the likes of Curtly Ambrose, Courtney Walsh, all of these people. If you go and Google those people, and you see how they bowled, you'll never see more exciting cricket. It was called the Bodyline series, where they would aim the ball in a way towards your ribs, your bodies. And if you watch them on YouTube, because they were quite tall bowlers, they could swing the ball and do things with the cricket ball that was just absolutely amazing. And I know now you've got people like Chris Gale. He's a good cricketer. So I think cricket is an exciting sport for people to watch. It's just people just think of it as an old man sport. That's why they don't watch it. But now you've got T20 series, which is 20 overs. So it's really exciting to watch. And I really recommend going and checking it out, because cricket is a really, really good sport. And it's a fun sport to watch as well. So if you get a chance, you should try and watch some cricket. It's enjoyable as well.
Yeah.
Are we doing this show? Just to clarify, and I don't know if my messages are coming through.
Your mouse
Yeah.
coming through. They're coming through, man.
Yeah, they're coming through. So we're going to do the show after I've done Frank Lewis's show. So I was on with Frank. I got your call, but I'm on the show with Frank. As soon as I finish, I'll call you.
You're in high demand, Bitcoin. You're in high demand.
Yeah, no, I said to him that we'd do it, but sometimes you don't know how long a show's going to go. But I like, if the show's going well and there's people asking questions and interacting, I just go with the flow, because it just helps me to keep educating people, and that's what this app's about. If you go on an app and you're talking and there's no interaction, it's not you're not really achieving much. So I like the fact that we've got people that are asking questions about different things. And I'm glad I've got to tell people a little bit more about myself, so they know why I call myself Bitcoin Boxer. And it's not just a name I've just picked out of a hat. It's because I love Bitcoin and I used to box. So I'm glad I've been able to share my story a little bit with everyone.
There you go, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin Boxer. And listen, if you guys are needed to, this show is being streamed right now live on YouTube. You can catch it on the Love Hard Network. That's Love Hard Network on YouTube, and you can catch it live with Bitcoin Boxer and myself. Now you'll see me in the flesh. You'll see Bitcoin's avatar. So if you're into that and you want to watch the show, you want to watch it stream. Some people they're more visual than they are. They're visual and listeners. So you want to put a face to the name, and instead of an avatar, you want a real person to look at. Here I am. What's up? Yo, Bitcoin, man, this has been awesome, man. I'm so grateful that you came through this morning and gave us some
Oh,
information about the.
it's been a real pleasure for me as well, and I hope that the guys have really benefited from it and learned something. And I'm always there for guys. If you've got any questions and you're a bit shy and you don't want to ask them on here, you can email me at bitcoinsounds@gmail.com, or you can drop me a message on Insta, and I answer all my Instas, and I'll try and help you. But just guys, be very, very careful. It takes a lot of hard work to earn money, so make sure you invest it safely and wisely, and not just go out there because someone else is doing it. Do your own research. There are so many things. The one thing I would say to you is, if you want to research a cryptocurrency, download something called CoinMarketCap, and it gives you the top 1,000 coins, and you can click on the coins in there, and it will give you the white paper and tell you about the owners, tell you about what the plans are for the coin, and all of these things, and it'll really benefit you. And if you like watching YouTube videos, go subscribe to my channel. It's in my bio. There's a YouTube link there, and there's 5 lessons up there already, teaching you about crypto, and I upload lessons every day. And I don't make it complicated. I talk in simple terms for the average person to understand. And there's one video on how to buy Bitcoin safely, and it takes you step by step through every single step you take until you purchase a Bitcoin. So if you want to buy a Bitcoin, go watch that video. It's on my YouTube channel in the bio, and it'll help you out. And if you can share it and spread the word, it'll be even better, because I try and do it in a safe way for you guys, because I want you guys to make money and become wealthy and look after your people, because no one else is going to do it for us. I'm just a normal person that got lucky and made money. So, and I'll always be that normal person, because I realize that when you have money, you get people that come into your life that are only friends with.
And to use your brain. That's the thing, man.
Yeah,
Using the brain. The brain is, and even what you bring, some people are skeptical about crypto and
yeah,
Bitcoin and the blockchain. And I've heard Bitcoin say this over and over again. Do your research. I mean, he's telling you something
yeah,
that works, he invested in years ago, and now he's a millionaire. And he
yeah,
wants to make sure that everybody else is eating just like he is. He doesn't want to hold that back. So I mean, I get people, and we have been conditioned to talk shit about something we don't know, than opposed
yeah.
to finding out about it and then talking shit about it. So again, it's all about changing the perception and changing the mindset that we've had for years, and develop a paradigm shift. So, yeah, definitely looking at things different, thinking of things a different way is something certainly we need to consider now more than ever. The paradigm
So,
shift.
and another way I'd say is, let the people let them call Bitcoin a scam. If people tell you it's a scam, don't worry about those people. Those people aren't going to be the ones that are paying your gas bill, your electric bill. You have to think for yourself. So I've heard it so many times. Well, John down the road says that it's a scam. Who is John? John is nothing to you. Don't worry about John.
Yeah,
Don't worry about John, Andrew, whoever these people are. Worry about what you're doing
right.
and changing your future, and let those people do what they want to do. But if you want to change your wealth and grow your wealth, get yourself into crypto. And I'll tell you now the easiest way to do it. Download an app called Coinbase on your phone. Register, it takes a day or so. Put a little bit of money into it every month. Buy yourself some Bitcoin every month. And in 10 years' time, you'll be saying, thank you, Bitcoin Boxer, and thank you, Frank Lewis, for doing that show. You changed my life.
Y'all
That's what
heard it.
you'll be saying.
Y'all heard it right here. Change your life. It's about life-changing decisions. This is what Love Hard and the Love Hard Network is all about. Bitcoin. Again, thank you for coming out and for sharing sharing your knowledge with us, man. And that's what it is. This is all about. Loving Heart is expressing that, sharing that information with one another. And this is knowledgeable information. He's done his research. He's done his
Yeah,
research. He's
so,
telling you to do your research, but he's done his
yeah.
research. So you doing your
I
research,
was
you
a,
can get over the trust issue.
and people will say, well, I haven't got the money. I was a normal person, just like you guys, and I still am. I used to live paycheck to paycheck. So I used to earn around £2,300. I paid a mortgage, which was £1,400 a month. I paid all my gas bills, and I was left over with about £500 spare every month.
Mm,
And I'd take £100 of that and I'd put it into Bitcoin. And £400 I'd carry on with my day-to-day life. And if people say, well, I haven't got the money, trust me, you've got money to go and buy Costa Coffee or Starbucks
right.
or buy these things. You've got money to put into Bitcoin. And
Mhm.
it's better to do something that will benefit you and your children in the future rather than worrying about things that are bad for you. That's all I can say.
No doubt. No doubt. Yo, it's your boy Frank Lewis and Bitcoin Boxer right here on the Morning Buzz Show. Right here, Morning Buzz and on stereo. You guys keep it locked. We've been here since 5. And man, you got another show, Bitcoin? They got something planned for you after this? Where are you going to be after this today?
I'm going to be with Scouse Mouse.
Okay.
And Scouse Mouse is new to crypto, and I've been helping him, and I like him because when I tell him something, he goes and researches it and
Right.
comes back to me and says to me, well, actually, you're right about that. I've looked at this. So I like the fact that people research what I say because I don't give bullshit. I only give you facts.
Right.
I don't speculate. I tell you hard facts and I back up what I say with the results that I give. As the Wolf of Wall Street says, don't judge me on my winners, judge me on my losers because there's so few. There you go.
I know that's right.
Well, my story is a sort of weird one. Essentially, I was doing my doctorate or my PhD, as it's known, at Glasgow University in the field of virology. And the supervisor for my thesis that you have to do in the latter stage of your PhD, he would ask me strange questions. Like, he would ask me, just out the blue, what type of underwear do I have on,
What?
etc., and other things like that. And the thing that really, 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 really made me open my eyes was every year we have a sort of Christmas party with the faculty and the students. And I went to the toilet and he came in, we had a joke and stuff. And he made me an offer. He said to me, and he had a bunch of notes in his hand.
Okay, I want to see where this goes.
Hey, Bitcoin, what you saying, bro? Hey, you need to get at me about that chain, you know, man's at work and I've got someone here that's kind of the person to ask in regard to that. So yeah, you need to let me know what's the lowest carat you'll be happy with. Would you be happy with 18 or what? Because I think honestly 24 is going to be a bit much, you know, especially if you want an ounce.
Okay, so Honky Dong is in the gold business, and basically, when I was boxing, I won a little boxing pendant. And I don't wear jewelry, but he was talking about gold and how he's got chains and things. So he's helping me source a chain that I can put the pendant on. And he lives near where I am, so I'm going to pop down and see him and pick up a chain from him. So yeah, that's what that comment was about.
I won't hold you up from your next podcast. I'll actually tune in, brother. But I'm curious. Do you think that faith in religion or just
I just think of people as people, and that's how I think of it. So in boxing, yeah, you're right. I think many boxers I've met do find religion and stuff because it is a tough sport. So
Hey, Bitcoin,
they, yeah.
I'm going to the loo. Just want to let you know.
Oh, go.
Oh man, I had to restart my phone because the app was being temperamental, and then I think I've eventually done it. Hopefully this message comes through now.
Yeah, no, Scouse Mouse, we're getting your messages. We're getting all your messages. Guys, this is an opportunity for you. I don't care if you think the question's bad or stupid, don't think that, because many other people will most probably be thinking of the same question as you. So just ask anything that you want to ask about anything. It's all right. Just ask, and I'll try and help and answer your questions if it's about crypto or just if there's something you want to discuss. Frank Lewis is a man all about the love, and that's why if you look, I don't usually do shows with anybody. I try and pick people that I think are good people, and Frank Lewis is a very good guy, and I think you guys should go and follow him if you're not already doing that. And also follow another guy I met on here. His name's Super High Man. He's a 420. He's a really cool guy as well. An absolute, genuine, fantastic guy. I think sometimes he smokes a bit too much weed, but he's a really good guy and a funny guy. And I watch his podcasts all the time, and it's just a really good listen because there's too many podcasts on this platform that are just a bit too boring, not exciting. But Frank Lewis and Super Highman 420 are really cool guys, so I'd recommend following them and checking out their channels and things like that. And Frank Lewis is right now is on a live as well, so you can see him in person. My avatar's up there, but he's in the live. So yeah, just go and check him out, guys. They're absolutely amazing guys, and I've got a lot of time for both of them because they listen to what I've got to say, whereas some people will say, oh, we're not interested. Well, they're giving me a platform to try and help educate people about crypto and how to avoid scams and things. So I think they're fantastic people, both of them. So you should definitely go and follow both of them.
You guys are sitting in with Frank Lewis and Bitcoin Boxer. Good morning, gods and goddesses. I hope you guys are loving hard this morning and making sure your finances are good by investing in cryptocurrency. Thank you guys for coming through. Let's go.
Okay, guys, so let's just quickly touch on different crypto. So if you guys have heard of certain coins that people have told you to invest in, shout the coins out while you've got me online, and I'll quickly do a little bit of a check on them to see if they're any potential or standout. So if you don't know, when I was younger, I learned how to code. So I've made an algorithm that can search the whole internet and go through all the news outlets to hear how many times that coin's been mentioned, in what form it's been mentioned in, and whether it's got a good potential for return or if it's a scam or anything like that. So if there's something someone's told you to invest in and you want to know about that coin, just shout it out in the comments and I'll look into it for you live on here while we're here. And hopefully if it's a bad coin, I can save you from losing some money. So feel free to just shout anything out in the comments, anything at all you want to discuss. If you don't follow me already, go and follow me. And also, if you click on my bio, there's a YouTube link where I promote up-and-coming artists, and also I put lessons up there about getting into cryptocurrency safely. And the videos are easy to understand. I don't make it complicated. I talk as an average person, and I just make things easy for you to understand. And if you're a beginner, I think those videos will benefit you. And I tell you about coins I think have potential for long-term investment. And I just make everything as simple as I can. That's my aim, to make sure that normal people can understand it as well. Because I think people make it out like it's really hard to get into cryptocurrency and make money from it. Well, it's not actually hard. It's really easy. And I'll answer any questions you've got. Don't think a question is stupid. Just ask, and I'm sure many other people will be thinking about that question as well. Okay, so here's one for you. So on this platform, I've come across many people that talk about crypto, and just if someone out there, here's a tip. If someone out there is telling you this coin is going to go up in value by 20 times, and it's at 5 cents, you'll think to yourself, right, that coin's only 5 cents. I can make a killing on it. If that person who's telling you to invest in that coin is saying, use this referral code or use this exchange. But if you put this code in, what will happen? You'll get $10 and I'll get $10, or you'll make $10 extra for free. They're only telling you that because they're getting benefit from it. They don't care whether the money's going up or down. They're still getting their payment. So I don't offer referral codes or any of that stuff. All I want to do is just to try and help you guys. So just if you don't want to ask it on here and you're still unsure about it, Instagram me. I'll happily answer all your questions. I'll help you. And again, just go check out the YouTube channel. It's in my bio. You'll really, really enjoy it. And the music on there is really cool as well. I was hoping Super High Man could play the track by Susie by Slow on there, just to give the audience a bit of flavour to what the channel's about, if he doesn't mind.
I can play the track. I'm trying to find it though. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Just click on my bio. If you click on my bio, the YouTube link's there, and
It's
you
not
can
gonna let me
copy
do
it
it.
and put
It's
it
not
on.
gonna let me do it because I'm streaming. But let me see.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You said hold on. Bitcoin music, right?
Yeah.
And what's on the front?
It's a black logo with a music symbol and a B.
Music symbol and a B. It should be music symbol and a B. I'm looking for it. Oh man, you said Bitcoin music, right?
Yeah, correct.
Bitcoin music. All right, bam. Man, maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. $. Oops.
Because we're a new channel, it might be hard when you search it at the beginning, but as we grow, it'll come more up in the algorithm. But here we go.
I was late to Bitcoin. I invested around December, and I've doubled my money. I didn't have much to invest. Since then, I've invested in GameStop, me and my partner, and I'm trying to encourage like my younger cousins who like my, like my little sisters and brothers to invest, and I always feel like I'm being pushy about it, and I'm not trying to be pushy. Is there some way you can do it, like to encourage your family without being pushy? Like, because one cousin said, "Oh, it sounds like a Ponzi scheme." Is there some way you can do it without sounding like you're being overly pushy?
So I did it in a different way. So one of my cousins, who's a good friend of mine, when I was getting into crypto, he wasn't around it, but he had a bit of money, he had a good job. So I just said to him, "Can you lend me £1,000?" He said, "Okay." So I didn't need the £1,000. He gave it to me, and I bought Bitcoin with it, and he never asked for it back. But when Bitcoin went up, I gave him a nice check. And then he appreciated it. That's the way I did it. But sometimes they say you can take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink the water, unfortunately. All you can do is advise people. I don't recommend pushing. And you touched on GameStop. So this group on Reddit called the Wall Street Bets, they're more bad than they are good. So a lot of people lost their homes, their money because of what they did with GameStop. So I'm not a fan of it because you got to understand, rich people look after rich people. So that's the difference with stocks. So the price of it went up to $300-400. But what happened? The government intervened, and then Robinhood fell in line, and they stopped allowing you to buy, only to sell. The price went right down, and people lost a lot of money from it. And that's why I say inexperienced investors, it's not a good thing to try to get rich quick. It just isn't going to happen. If you go on all these trading apps, it tells you on there, it says only 16% of people are successful on these platforms. And those 16% of people are people that understand charts, understand signals, understand candlesticks. And the average investor don't do that. And that's why I think Wall Street Bets is sometimes bad, because it'll pump up something, but the average investor won't know when to sell or to get out, and they'll lose money. So, and like we said earlier, will only share the good things that happen in life. They won't share the bad things. And that's why I've been there. I've lost money. I've made money. And that's why I'm trying to stop people from losing money, because I believe that the money is really, really important. And it's got to be something that you look after.
Bitcoin Boxer, brother. I was just logged into your YouTube channel with your Bitcoin music, and I'm listening to it same time as I'm listening to stereo. I've just got it in the background. I've just turned it down. But any chance that one time me and you want to talk about our top tens and why our top tens in boxing are the way are, and even talk about Bitcoin, brother? I'm always trying to encourage my family to get in there big time, because we're from Australia, we're Aboriginal, we're not exactly on, first class or anything like that. And I'm just trying to encourage them to look after themselves.
No, it's fine, but sometimes it's not good to pressure people into doing something. They've got to want to do it for themselves. All you can do is teach and educate them and let them make their own decision. If they don't want to do it, that's perfectly fine, because not everybody wants to do it. So you've just got to tell them about it, and if they're not interested, they're not interested. Never force anyone to do anything they don't want, and only ever put in what you can afford. It's very important you understand that, because nothing is a certainty in life. But I just believe that Bitcoin can change everybody's lives because it's at such an early stage. If you think of Bitcoin as a person, it's a boy at the moment. It's 10 years old. It's going to, as it gets bigger and better and turns into an adult, it's going to be worth so much money. And I keep saying it, but I just don't want you to regret not getting in at this time, because it's going to be a crazy amount of money, and you guys can get into it. Just do your research and base your decision on how you have, what your feelings are about it. Watch the documentary Banking on Bitcoin, and trust me, you won't look back and you won't regret it. I promise you that. Just like I didn't, you guys won't either.
What would be the best platform to start Bitcoins being a beginner?
Coinbase. You can download it. It's called Coin, as in coin, base as in base, all one word. You can download it from Play Store or App Store. And there's also a bit on there called Learning, and you can learn about cryptocurrency, and they reward you in certain cryptos as well. So it's free money, and you can convert that currency into Bitcoin, and you can do that as well. So you could go on there, have a little play around, learn about what crypto is. But before you start that, just go watch that documentary, Banking on Bitcoin. It's available on YouTube. And also go check out my channel. There's really cool lessons on there, step-by-step instructions on how to use
Still trying to
Coinbase
find it.
and
Shit, where
things
is
like
it?
that.
Bitcoin with a dollar sign.
Super High Man, play us that song. Super High Man,
Play it,
play
Soup. I'm
it.
trying to find it. I wanted to play it, but
Susie by Slow. Play
I
it for the
cannot seem to
people.
find it, man. Oh, wait. Is it a Bitcoin plus music?
Bitcoin Music. It's just called Bitcoin Music. If you type it in, it'll just come up with loads of stuff about Bitcoin, but as it grows, it'll become more popular. So, like, we've got over 200 subscribers now, and
Is this it right here?
we're about... No, 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 I don't know what that
No.
is. No, it's not that. And guys, if you're one of the first 1,000 subscribers to the YouTube channel, live on Super High Man's show, I'll do a draw, and whichever name I pick, I will send that person $1,000 in Bitcoin live on Super High Man's show. So if you're one of the first 1,000 subscribers, it's free. All you need to do is click on my bio, go to the YouTube link, subscribe, and you'll be in with a chance to win $1,000 in Bitcoin. And I'm going to do the draw live on Super Highman 420 show, and I'm going to send you $1,000 live on his show and you can confirm that you've got the Bitcoin. Can't say fairer than that. Yeah, that's it. You're on it. You're
Oh,
on
that's
it.
it.
Yeah, so if you click on that channel, that's an artist called Nasty One. He's on there as well. If you
Who?
click on the channel of that,
All right, hold
if
on.
you click on the
channel,
channel, you can
right?
just open the channel up,
Okay.
and you're looking for a song on that channel called Susie. That's my favourite song on there at the moment. It's called Susie by Slow. There's loads of other cool music, but I just think that song's different, and I really like it, and I think a lot of people like it because there's been a lot of views on it so far and likes.
You said
So if you
Susie?
play it, Susie by Slow.
All right, hold on. Ooh, Bitcoin, grower, Bitcoin. Wait, so I'm on yours, in your channel. So how do I find
Yeah,
all
so
the? Okay,
you
here
go
we
to
go.
videos, yeah,
Go
and
to
you just
video.
play Susie by Slow.
Susie by Slow. Let me see. Let me find it first. Bitcoin, Stronger, Bobby, John Green. There we go. Bitcoin, Susie by Slow. Y'all heard it right here.
Time to go, time to go, Ray. James, time to go, Ray. It's time to go, Ray. James, time to go, Ray. Time to go, Ray. James, and that's the same. As a year by day. Trying to hide and put them out as it's okay. Cotton down, it's a real rock star party. Susie upstairs and they got it in her house. I was downstairs in the lobby. Flexing the finesse for the money getting out. So we've got
Whoa.
there's some. So what we've done is we put up full songs and promos for songs, and the reason I've done that is so that when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll release all the full songs, and that way I'll be able to reward the artists as well because the
Gotcha.
channel will be monetized, and that way people can be rewarded for their hard work as well. So there's loads of cool songs on there, music for everybody.
This is Beam Me Up by Nasty One.
Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. I'm on it, try to get a little decent quiet. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. I'm on it, trying to get a little decent quiet. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. I'm on it, trying to get a little decent quiet. Sharky be a dog, right? Hey, and a bear be a teddy. I be rockstar right there now. Mixed up with a BD, hear me out. Green all in my system. I used to be something that just a thick child with a problem wolf. Now right now I'm litty, feeling damn good, no days to be shit. So only good ones here. Yeah, man, you hear me? That's it. Eyes red, but to take that flight. Only here because I ain't feel nothing tonight. No pain, no yeah, no worries. Going like that, yeah, that chip. Off my shoulder, you hear that bitch. No more longer in my ear. Oh shit. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty.
Yo, that's dope. That's dope.
So guys, those are just a couple of the tracks. If you go over, it's in my bio. It's called Bitcoin Music. There's a link there. Just go over, subscribe. There's loads of different music. There's love songs. There's R&B. There's freestyle raps. It's just crazy stuff. And just play one more song for me. It's called Robbie by. It's called Sorry. If you play that, I just want to show them that there's a diversity of songs. So you're
Yeah.
playing Sorry by Robbie B. Jones.
All right. Sorry, Robbie B. Jones. Here we go.
This guy's an amazing artist, guys. Listen to this.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Go now.
Oh, I like that,
It's
Bitcoin.
so broken, and I have to let you go somehow. You never ever really believed in me. See you the key for me. Now I'm breaking free. Baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. I love you so much. I'm gonna miss your love and touch. Baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. But I just have to make a way somehow now. And I hate to say goodbye to you. And
So
it's
that's what.
breaking my
Okay.
heart too.
I like that song, Bitcoin.
Yes. So guys, there's music for everybody. Just pop over, touch my bio. There's a YouTube link. Click on it, and trust me, you will not regret it. And just one more. So I don't want to leave the ladies out. I've got a lady singer as well.
Well,
There's a
it's a female singing right here with Robbie B. Listen,
yeah.
Sophia Q.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm sorry. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I never, ever wanted to let you down. Baby, I'm sorry. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I want you to know that I started believing in you.
You said there was a female artist you wanted me to get?
So there's one more song on there which I'd like you to play. I like this artist, so we'll leave the other one. There's one called Stronger Without You, which is a love song. Forget about that. You're looking for something by a guy called Be More Blocks, and it's called This Kind of Loving.
All right, this kind of loving. Be more blocks. All right, this kind of loving.
Yeah.
Here we go. This kind of loving, ladies and gentlemen. This kind of loving by Teaser.
Yeah, it's by Be More Blocks, but it's just a promo, short, but the full song will be out at 1,000 subscribers. But just if you play it, it'll give them a sample of how good the guy is.
Got you.
Sky's the limit, but it's kind of level. I look forward to the way you hold on tight when we hug. Gotta be honest, I had doubts we were gonna make it. But now I can't be away too long, my patience won't make it. You woke the love inside of me, I ain't think that I had. Too much pain from failed relationships in my past. You give me strength and let me see that I can love again. Because of you, I feel like this time I can really win.
So guys, there's music for everyone, and it don't cost you anything. Just pop over, subscribe. I put up new music, and the music is all good quality as well. It's all well recorded. We do a bit of studio work on it and make sure that it's good sounding. And we're promoting these artists in a good way because it's so hard in the music industry at the moment. And I'm not gaining anything from this. I'm just helping artists. So you can just help by going on my bio page, going and subscribing, listening to the cool music. And by subscribing, you'll help me get to 1,000 subscribers, and you'll be in with a chance to win $1,000 in Bitcoin, which I'll send you live when I do the draw on Super High Man's show. So we've got 8 bubbles, so
Yeah,
we'll start
we
popping
got
some of these
bubbles. Let's go
bubbles.
through these bubbles right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's the old logo that I whipped up really quickly before we came up with the proper one. But yeah, just it's like the music note and then the Bitcoin with a plus sign for that
So mediocre fellow, you should go and follow him. He helped me design the logo for the label, so he's a good guy. Let's go. All right, let's just play. Thanks, Super High Man. Thank you.
So one thing that I'm positive about Bitcoin. I'm invested. I've got one Bitcoin. It's not a great deal. I've got 105%. It's not a great deal, but it's all I've got. But one thing I worry about is the government's coming down. All governments, any governments, and doing their trickery and taking away our rights for holding Bitcoin, owning Bitcoin, and taxing us on Bitcoin. How positive are you that we're secure?
Well, yeah, I can't say that because I don't know what the government will do. But as far as I know, down to my research, is that the government won't be able to influence it because it's influenced by the people. The government can, in turn, do whatever they want to do, but I'm sure they won't because it's something that will benefit because they know that the money is not going to be worth a lot, so they know the world will need something. So I think the government will accept it personally. So that's where I'm at.
I'm a stranger in my bed after the things you've done and said. Went around and round my head till I went crazy. And right away you start to cry, saying there is no other guy. But you and I both know that's a lie. Then you said, baby, I can change, I swear. You just have to give me one more chance to show I care. How could I have been so blind? I know that there's no type of punishment that will fit that crime.
That's Bobby Bones. Please stay. An original on Bitcoin Music. Check it out. Check it out. 245 subscribers. Let's go. Let's get the subscription number up. Let's help these independent musicians out.
Yeah, no doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt.
let's see. Look, there's 15 of you on here. It won't cost you anything. If you haven't already done so, just click on my bio link, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let's see if we can get to 250 before the show ends. And that will really help out these up and coming artists. And not just that, you'll get to listen to some cool original music that all these artists are exclusively on Bitcoin Music. So go check them out, please. Subscribe. Let's get it to 250 before the show ends. Thank you. Let's pop this.
All right, now. More fight. You hear me? Yeah. Bless up, bless up. Just a little something. Bang. Just a little something. Let me get down. Spit something like a round. Do it like this on the mic, 4 pound. Bang, bang. Throw the damn night. Noisy motherfucker. That's right. Girl wanna have a fantastic time. I take her on a voyage, oh mom. Backseat of the damn ride. Do something deep inside. I just slide. Don't get
Okay.
Guys, go check out the channel. We've been playing you some music. You won't hear it anywhere else apart from on Bitcoin Music. Link is in the bio. Let's get these numbers to 250 and you'll be changing these people. So I just want to do good for up and coming artists. So let's get it in. And not just that, if you subscribe and you're one of the first 1,000, you're in with a chance to win $1,000 in Bitcoin, which I will draw live on Super High Man Show. Received them.
Bitcoin. Was you you trying to put people to sleep first thing in the morning, homie? Blessed morning to you, Bitcoin. Blessed morning to you, Frank, and many more and all that. Positive vibes and positive thoughts.
Okay, so I'll tell you why he said that. So that song, Beam Me Up Scotty, when we were editing that song, it was late night, and I fell asleep while he had it on. He had that song. We were up late editing it, and I fell asleep. That's why he's cracking
Hey,
that joke.
I got a
And
song for you, Bitcoin. This is my son.
go.
He's a new artist.
This is the checkers game where grandson.
We'll let you listen to this. All right.
This is the kitchen where the new. Hey.
Grand Rising, gods and goddesses. This is Mark. Plus Mark.
This is my mantra. I'm confronting all these monsters. They can't hold me that much longer. Too busy getting commas. This is my mantra. I'm confronting all these monsters. They can't hold me that much longer. Had to strengthen all my chakras. Yeah. Face all your fears again. Looking at your shoulder, I'm not trying me. I was moving with it like an alley. Now I'm popping bass from my device. Living in the night, gotta forget the past. I was built to win, I was built to last. Look into my eyes, no, I don't fear no man. Sometimes you gotta struggle, but stick to the plan. I remember days I was lost, but then I found myself thanks to Allah. The most beneficent, ain't no other God. I was breaking down, but now I stand tall. This is my mantra. I'm confronting all these monsters. They can't hold me that much longer. Too busy getting commas. This is my mantra. I'm confronting all these monsters. They can't hold me that much longer. Had to strengthen all my chakras. Yeah. This is my mantra. I'm confronting all these monsters. They can't hold me that much longer. Too busy getting commas. This is my mantra. I'm confronting all these monsters.
What you think, Bitcoin?
I like it a lot. Where is he? If he's interested in me doing something with it and putting it up on the channel, my email is in my bio. It's called bitcoinsounds@gmail.com.
All right.
If he hasn't got a video for it or anything like that, he doesn't need to worry. If he sends it to me in an MP3 format, I can help make a video for it and get it up on the channel and get him some promotions. If he sends me his socials and that, I'll put them in the description. So if he gets noticed, they can get in contact with him.
Bitcoin sales, right? At Gmail.
Bitcoin sounds at gmail.com.
Sounds. SOUNDS.
Yeah, correct.
Bitcoin sounds. All right. I'm going to tell him to reach out
And
to
I
you.
really like that song, so I'd love to put it up.
Yeah,
Because
man. I love that song, man. He made that song. It's called Mantra. And like that song, is, I listen to that song from time to time because it talks about just, confronting the monsters that you have in your head mentally, the psyche. And what you have to constantly tell yourself as a god and a goddess is like, you got to tell yourself over and over again until it's second nature. You know what I'm saying? That look, there's nothing that you can't do. There's nothing. This is my
nothing
mantra.
at all. Yeah.
This is my
Okay,
mantra. Yeah, man. So
I love that song. Definitely get him if you want some free promo to send it over. I'll put it up.
all right, no doubt. Let's keep it popping.
Your avatars look like twins.
That's because we are
I've
twins.
subscribed, and I'd like to further help the artist. Like some of the songs I really like, I've actually enjoyed. Is there some way I can download or pay for the songs to support the artist further? Also, Bitcoin Boxer, you didn't sort of answer if me and you could have a podcast one time, just yarning about boxing.
Yeah.
Cool. Aussie boxing, UK boxing, whatever, brother.
Yeah, it's fine. Just book a show. I'll do a show. I'm happy to do shows with anybody. So yeah, just book a show. It's fine.
That's what's up.
Yeah, the government interferes too much, and they really need to reevaluate what they call a $15 minimum wage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how this works.
Okay.
All right then. Thank you for that one.
Right.
Hate. I am hated. No matter what I do, I'll.
Okay. Sorry, you sounded young, so I can't have that. Sorry.
Is this show finishing or was it just started?
No, we're still going.
Still
We'll
going.
go on as long as the people are in the room and they want to ask questions and listen. We'll keep it going. And I want to thank you. We've had about 15, 16 people in the show. And thanks to all of you. And I hope it's helped you. And like I said, if you haven't already done it, get over to that YouTube channel. You'll learn about Bitcoin and you'll hear loads of cool music. Let's see if we can get to 250 subscribers before the show finishes. And if you're one of the first 1,000 subscribers, you'll be in with a chance to win $1,000 in Bitcoin, which will be drawn live on Super High Man's show. And it's free to subscribe. And there's really cool music. We've been playing it for you guys. And trust me, you won't regret it.
Frank Lewis and Bitcoin Boxer, how do you rank? I don't know if either of you heard of Tim Zhu, Costa Zhu's son, but how do you rank him up and coming? Like, what do you think his chances are in his division to really rattle the world?
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Neither do I. Neither do I. To be honest with
Yeah. So I can't comment. Sorry. I should know, but I don't know. I mostly the boxers that I follow are like the talent is because there's so many boxers, but the ones that pop up in the mainstream now and then, I check them out, and that's how I do it. But he might be a really good boxer, but it just means like I don't know who he is, so I can't comment. Sorry.
I'm gonna be honest. I like to hear that song on some real speakers because you can't really get the full song or the over there. I was like over here, cat. I got a joint playing GTA, and I was there. I thought that was some GTA music in my game. That's how I was liking that shit because it sounded like some GTA music. Yeah, I would like to hear that like on some natural speakers and stuff.
Yeah. Once he sends it over, Nasty, we'll have a listen to it and then we'll get it up. But I really liked it, me personally. I think your son's got a lot of talent, Frank.
Yeah, he does, man. He's just, he's got a lot of talent and a hard ass head. But aren't we all like that?
Yeah, we are.
We all are like that in some sort, some way, some fashion. We got a lot of talent in our brains, but just got hard heads, man. We just doing some of the same shit. We're just repeating the same shit over and over again, and that's what this is all about: loving hard and going out here on stereo and being the change because we've been doing the same shit. It's time to do something different, develop a paradigm shift. So definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so let's play another.
Sorry if I took over your podcast. That was just a song I sang in my language here from Commonwealth Ngunnawal people from the Gold Coast. And it's just about the seagull hunting and fishing. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Cool as shit. Appreciate you. Appreciate the
Hey,
love.
Bitcoin. I don't know if you talked about white pages yet, but could you just explain for the folks, because there's quite a bit of folks in here, what white pages are? And maybe you could use like Engine Coin or Tron just to explain why knowing the white pages is so important, because I didn't know about Japan until you told me. So could you touch on that a little bit? Appreciate you, Bitcoin. Frank Lewis, boy, are you loving hard this morning?
You know
Waking
it.
these guys up.
You know it.
Grand rising, motherfucker. Grand rising.
Grand rising, motherfuckers.
Okay, so the white paper, if you're researching cryptocurrencies before investing, I would definitely recommend reading the white paper, because the white paper tells you who the owners of the coin are, what's happening with the money you invest, and also what the root is of the coin and what it's going to do, who it's going to merge with. So, for example, Engine Coin, I knew that they were looking to get into Japan and become the first gaming centralized coin in Japan, and that's why I invested, and it happened. So the money went up, and I made some money from it, and that's why white papers are important. What you should do is Google the owners of which you find on the white paper, because most of the time, like I said, there's a lot of scams. Sometimes the owners don't exist, or if the route map seems too good to be true. For example, I'm not going to name the coin, but there's a coin that said it was doing a deal with Amazon, Apple, and all of this. And I knew that it was bullshit, but people would have invested in it because they would have fallen for it. So if something seems too good to be true, it most probably is. And the white papers can be found. The platform I would use is, if you go to CoinMarketCap, you can research the top 1,000 cryptocurrencies, and you can delve into it, and you can see the charts for 5 years, how they performed, what's happening with the money, everything that's happening, and you can work out if a coin is legit. Just follow your gut. If something seems too good to be true, it is. The white papers are really important. I read white papers all day long before I do my investments, and I'd really recommend you getting your head around what a white paper is and understanding it, and you'll do that by reading them, and over time you'll get to know what a good coin is and when it's a scam or not. But just don't do something off the cuff and invest in something because someone's told you. Do your own research. I always say it, research is the key to success.
Research is the key. Absolutely. Research is the key, man. Gotta do your
Yeah, so
research. Gotta do your research, ladies and gentlemen. All you gods and goddesses out there, do your freaking research. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just important, you know? You ain't just gonna jump
yeah,
off a building because somebody told you to jump off the building. You're gonna find out what's the deal with jumping off the building.
yeah, absolutely. And guys, I've said it again, and I'm going to say it now. Get over to that YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, so we can get to 250 subscribers before the show ends, and you'll be in with a chance to win $1,000 in Bitcoin live on Super Highman Show. And also, you'll get some really cool music. And every day I upload new music with good quality sound and stuff that you'll listen to. And if you've been with us from the beginning today, go back if you just joined and listen to the music we played. It is some good music, isn't it, Frank?
No doubt. Definitely some good music, and definitely something you should definitely go back and it's worth visiting again. And that
Yeah.
is, again, tell them how to get there, Bitcoin. Tell them how to get to your to that.
So if you click on my bio page right now, go along, skip the Instagram, click on the three dots. There's a YouTube channel there. Subscribe and listen to the music. Leave comments. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it, a thumbs down if you don't like it. But just share what you think about it in the comments. It'll take you 2 seconds. You don't realize there's 17 of you, 18 now of you in the room. And if all of you go and subscribe, you'll push the numbers up, and it will help me to monetize the channel so I can start rewarding these artists with some cryptocurrency so they can be rewarded for their hard work, because they worked hard to get these songs done. And what I want to do is I want to reward these people with some crypto. So please, there's 19 of you. It'll take you 1 second. Just click on my bio link, go to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, and I promise you, you won't regret it. And every day you'll hear music from all around the world that you would never have heard before. So that's all I can say. Trust me, guys. Just go hit that button. You'll love it. You listen to music all day. Everybody does. And this music is really, really good music. Really, really good music. That's all I can say.
No doubt, no doubt. And then you, like I said, hit Bitcoin up, and whether that is supporting the kids. These kids are very talented. Some of them don't feel like they have enough support by us. You know, and I think we all know what it feels like not to have support. That is the worst fucking feeling in the world, man. But we all know what it feels like. We know what it feels like to have support, right?
Yeah. And I'll tell you the story of how Bitcoin because Bitcoin music was generated on stereo and the idea came to me on stereo as well. I was speaking with an underground music artist. His name is Nasty One. You can go and find him on Spotify. He's got his own YouTube channel, nasty.one in letters. So it's nasty.one as in ONE, and he's got some music out there. And me and him were talking, and he was telling me how hard it is to make money in the music industry. And then I was speaking to other artists, so I came up with the idea of maybe I could do something to help better a musician's life. And that's why we've created Bitcoin Music. And you guys can help me to help them by just going over to the channel and subscribing. And you don't realize what a difference you'll be making, because as soon as we're monetized, these artists will be getting money, which is fantastic. So that's all I ask.
That's what's up.
Morning, guys. Listen, I just really want to say a big thank you to Bitcoin Boxer. My name's Danny. I'm from the UK. And it just feels really serendipitous that you're saying the things that you're saying today, especially what you're saying about it's not too late to start. Now's the time to start. Now's the time. Today's the day that could change your life. And I've had a lot of stuff going on with Bitcoin. I've had a lot of, sort of people coming around me, telling me things. I've had one friend who's had a lot of success with Cardano, and I've been one of them haters. I've been one of them, it's bullshit, it ain't going to work. I've been one of them negative Nellies. But this week, I've just had so many signs saying to me, you know what, Dan, these little bits of money that you're wasting on designer clothes, or these bits of money that you would normally be wasting on going to the pub or restaurant, why not chuck that 100, that 200, that 300 quid into a bit of Bitcoin instead of just wasting it, on luxuries. So I just want to say a big thank you to the way that you're putting the message across. You're not preaching. You're not telling people what.
Good morning, you guys. Good morning, my beautiful people.
What's up?
I love everybody on this station. Like Frank Lewis and Super High Man said before, we must spread love. So I'm spreading the love early this morning. I hope all is well. And you guys don't forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Music on YouTube.
So that lady there, her name is Zayray. She was actually the lady I met on here, and when you listen to her song and you hear it say Bitcoin Music, baby, that's her voice. She recorded that for us to put the tags on the song. So a big shout out to Zayray. Thank you for all your love and support. I love you, girl.
Thanks, Zayray.
And this is for you, Bitcoin Boxer. Bitcoin Music, baby.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, people.
Yeah.
Get over there and hit that subscribe button. It'll really help out people, and you'll be changing people's lives. As soon as we're monetized, think you pushing
Bitcoin? You know what I was just thinking? You should do, what about when she says, it's Bitcoin Music, and then hit that, the coin sound. Like how when you get money on Cash App?
Yeah.
Hit that coin sound right after that. Yeah. This is Bitcoin Music.
I like it. I'm going to do that on the next one I put out.
Y'all heard it right here. Live.
Yo, Bitcoin, when you get 250 followers or whatever on there, I'm going to send you a song called A Blackout. And when I send it to you and you hear this shit, you'll be like, yeah, I got to post it right away. And it's going to be an old track, but you got to get 250. Never released.
Ooh, y'all heard it right
here. So here you go, guys. We'll be releasing Nasty One's song exclusively on Bitcoin Music if we can get to over 250 subscribers on this show today. So just please, not just for him, for all the musicians and artists that we're trying to get out there, go and hit that subscribe button. The link is in my bio. It won't cost you a penny. You've got a chance to win $1,000 in Bitcoin, and I'll be drawing the winner live on Super High Man 420 show. So go and follow him. If you're not already following Frank Lewis, I don't know what you guys are doing. This is one of the best podcasters and radio show hosts on this platform. There's a lot of nonsense. And you know me, I'll always be honest. I find many people on this channel, on this stereo, boring. Really, really boring. And I skip through. But when I first heard Frank and I heard Super High Man, I was just addicted to what they talk about and the way they spread love. And I was getting ready this morning to be butt-ass naked and doing a bong in my garden. I was ready for it because Super High Man told me to be ready.
Wait a minute.
So
You was ready?
that's,
You was ready to get out
yeah,
there?
I was ready. But it's a bit cold now. It's a bit cold now. But I was ready to do it for the people because I heard you guys doing it. Guys, go back and listen to their podcast. They are the funniest duo, and this is what this stereo is about. And you've come to the right channel. If you're here and you're staying here, it's because you don't want to be listening to that nonsense on all those other channels talking about death and all this shit. It's all about positivity and happiness. So make sure you subscribe to Frank and subscribe to Super High Man and follow me if you're interested in crypto and music. And I chat about this sort of stuff all day, helping people. Instagram me, I'll help you. Whatever you need, I've got you guys. I've got you.
Got you.
Yo, what Super High Man is saying, do that for your Bitcoin talk number 5. You touched on it, but you didn't really touch on it. Yeah, touch on white pages for them.
Yeah, so if you follow me on YouTube, I'll do a little video just about white papers and I'll break it down. So go and subscribe and I'll do that today. And I'll upload today about researching using white papers and I'll explain what each of the things on a white paper is. And I'll put some pictures up on the YouTube channel so you can actually see a white paper, etc., what it looks like and what to look for. So get over there and subscribe. So it'll be helping you and you can listen to some cool music.
Good morning, guys. How's it going? Woo woo.
Hello. Hope you're well. Hope you're well.
A boxer named Jeff Horn from Australia, he won. Wasn't a fair win because he got the decision in his own country against Pacquiao. But then he got robbed, not robbed, but he got busted up by Crawford, as you would expect. But Tim Tszyu, who's Costa Tszyu's son, Costa Tszyu, who, I don't know if you know about Costa Tszyu, but Costa Tszyu was like the man a long time ago. He's the fellow who knocked out Zab Judah. And his son is up and coming in Australia and just running through the ranks. And just keep your eye out for Tim Tszyu. Keep your eye out for him because his stock is just going up. And I just want to support one of my own, Australia followers.
No, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah, Bitcoin Boxer, it's done, it's subscribed, and I've watched them first 4 videos that you've put out there, them first 4 short videos, really interesting. I'm keeping an eye out for more, and I'll be sharing the channel for you. Big love, brother.
Thank you, Danny. Do you see, guys? I keep it simple and make it easy for normal people like me and you to understand. And you'll be doing a lot of good, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. I didn't expect this many people to be in the room listening, but I hope we're helping you and you're sticking around. So we'll keep answering and going with the show as long as Frank can, and I'm happy because all I'm here for is to just try and help and educate. So just keep it going, and we'll be playing. Stay with us. Share this show on all your socials right now.
Yeah.
Click on the share button, share it, get as many people in the room as we can, and we'll play some more music. I think you guys like the music, so we'll answer a few more of these bubbles, and we'll play a few more songs, and we'll see how it goes. So we're here as long as you stay, and if you keep asking, we're here for you. That's why we do this. We do it for the love. And we do it to try and help educate and better people's lives. So that's what we're here for. But please go and follow Frank Lewis. He is the man. Follow Super High Man 420. They're both really cool guys, and they both help me on this platform a lot. And I know especially Super High Man's been playing a lot of my music on his shows and that. And if you want to get into mining, go and download B Network, where you can earn crypto for free. I don't give referral codes because I don't believe it's ethically correct for me to do so. But you'll need a referral code to get into it. You can use Super High Man 420 and you can start mining some crypto today for free. There you go. Let's pop another bubble.
Grand Rising Bitcoin Boxer, Grand Rising to you. my brother, my
King Cooley.
man, Frank Lewis.
What's up, King
And
Cooley?
now you live, Frank Lewis. You know, we watching you yawn, you're a little bit tired, things like that. It's a little difficult when you live on YouTube. Let's go though. Grand Rising. You working hard, brother. You loving hard, brother. Peace, brother. Love you, brother.
Love, man.
I'm out.
Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate it, King Cooley. I know I was in here dozing off, and yeah, we're gonna cut the show short because I am not feeling well, and yeah, man, I'm got a stomach ache. I think I need to lay down or something. I've been up early, but then we appreciate the love, Bitcoin, man. I'm gonna go through these messages and then we're gonna shut it down, man, because I got
let's do it.
Y'all sitting in with the Morning Buzz with Frank Lewis and Bitcoin Boxer. We are in the Love Hard Network, passing them positive vibes, trying to help y'all become financially secure. Don't fucking put your money in the banks. Put your money in crypto. Make sure you guys are looking in the mirror this morning and reminding yourself that you are God's and that you are loved.
That's right.
Show some love and be loved.
That's right. No doubt. No doubt.
No doubt.
Love to see more of Frank Lewis and Bitcoin Boxer come together and collaborate with a podcast. Like, yeah, this is all week I've been waiting for something just to blow up and just something just hit my earwaves, you know? And this was it.
Bam.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. You already know. Don't send no black magic picture, devil pictures, or nothing over. You already know. Bitcoin founder, he already knows. Triple polar.
So let me just quickly touch on that. It's a funny story. So we had an artist send in some music, and the song was really good. But he sent in a satanic sign, which I didn't know because I don't follow that stuff. So I put it up. But Nasty One knew what it was and he was going crazy about it. So we deleted it. So please don't send anything to do with the devil and all that nonsense. Keep that to yourselves, please. I'm not interested in that. It's all about just good things. Don't start doing devil worshipping and all that and sending me stuff to put up to send subliminal messages to people. It's just nonsense. I will never put that stuff up.
My thing, why does it have to be white paper? Why can't it be blue paper, green paper, yellow paper? Why white? I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah. Okay, guys, just before we wrap it up, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you that have stayed with us throughout this show. You don't understand, you made me actually really happy because I've got to talk to a lot of you, tell you about my life. I've shared a lot with you and a big shout out to Frank. He's been a really good host on the show and he's been, if you're not following him, I don't know what you guys are doing, but right now, before we shut down the show, I'm just going to give you a minute. There's 17 of you, and I'm sure some of you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel. It'll take you 2 seconds. Just click on my bio, go along, past the Instagram, click on the 3 dots, and subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, and you'll be helping change some artists' lives. Because as soon as we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll be rewarding artists with crypto. So please, if you haven't already done so, go and do it. It'll help you out and it'll help them out, and there's some really cool music. Frank, do you want to wrap it up and do a close?
Yeah, listen, we appreciate everyone that has come by this morning and hung out with us and shown the love and support. And like Bitcoin said, it's all about Bitcoin and Super High Man. And we mentioned it's all about the love, man. It's all about spreading the love to one another and making sure you're loving hard. And loving hard is loving without conditions and wanting the best for your neighbor. It's like you look yourself in the mirror and you see something beautiful. When you walk outside, you see somebody who looks just like you. They are beautiful. So, listen,
So we'll give... We'll give you 2 minutes. If you want to drop a comment, you got 2 minutes. And then after that, we'll only play those comments.
Yeah.
And we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up.
So 2 minutes, anything you guys want to say. I want to try and help as many people as I can. So anything you've got to say, drop your comments now. And anything after that, we won't be playing because my man Frank is ill and he's still come on the show and he's live on YouTube.
Yeah.
So big shout out to you all.
You can see me like going back and forth like, oh boy.
And Frank, I'd love to do another show with you as well at some point if you want to do it.
Absolutely.
I think it's been really good.
We'll get Super High. He'll set all that up. Super High Man
Yeah.
420 will set all that up. But definitely, we'll
All right,
definitely talk.
guys. I think because Frank's here, we'll pop these 2 bubbles, then we'll wrap it up. So let's pop them.
Right now, what I'm getting is super high. I said, right now, what I'm getting is super high. You know why? Cause it's 420 somewhere around this world. Hey, it's 420 somewhere in this world.